Well, let's talk now to Professor Sultan Barakat, Senior Fellow at the Royal United Services Institute. Professor Barakat, thank you very much for being with us. Well, let's talk first of all, if we can, about these pauses in fighting at the Kerem Shalom crossing. We heard earlier that UNRWA says they've yet to see any practical difference. Do you think there will be a practical difference we can see here?
Well, I think any pause at this stage will inevitably produce good results on the ground. It may take some time for UNRWA and other agencies to feel the difference, but I'm sure it will help redistribute the aid internally. Now, the real question is, why would the Israeli army act against the will of the cabinet? And I think a lot has to do with the ICC's call. If you recall back on the 20th of May, the prosecutor requested the court to issue warrants, arrest warrants against Netanyahu and Gallant. And that must play on the minds of many of the military leaders. They have been saved for now from being prosecuted or request their arrest, but they can't be saved forever. So they must now carry responsibility. And part of this is to make sure that as the people fighting on the ground, they are allowing the aid in and facilitating its redistribution.
If there is a tension between the Israeli military and the political authorities, how does that manifest itself in the next few weeks? Are we going to see Israeli military commanders refusing orders given to them by the Prime Minister?
I doubt that they will go as far as refusing orders without encouragement from outside. I mean, if they are aligning their moves with someone within the United States, then they may be able to take a decision like that. But without that, I don't think so. I think they will ultimately go back to accepting orders from the cabinet, but they will try their best to limit the damage to themselves, which is absolutely clear now. Now we're going to 37,000 people killed, mostly women and children. The famine that is now taking hold within Gaza, all of that comes squarely on them in terms of responsibility.